Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Marvel Mystery Comics number 4, The Human Torch story. So this is the cover, so I hope this doesn't get taken down because of the Nazi symbol. But yeah, Namor's fighting a bunch of like sailors on a U-boat. And yeah, I think it's the first time Namor's on the cover. But anyway, yeah, sorry, again, I downloaded the pages in the wrong order, so yeah, I'll just meet you guys in a sec. So this is the Human Torch, the Daily Press Extra. New York hit by green flame. New York rotting. New York under martial law. Is the torch to blame? By Carl Burgos. The Human Torch, scientific marvel and master of all flame, steps on the gas, sending his auto hurling over the smooth highway toward New York to help expose a new and terrifying menace. The Green Flame. I can't quite figure out this strange message I got from Johnson, my friend, during the time I was held unjustly for the racetrack murders. His wire said something about a green flame that had reduced New York City to a state of decay. Why didn't Johnson explain more fully? It sounds like trouble with the police up against a blank wall. I wonder if I'm on the right road to New York. Can you tell me if this highway leads to New York? New York? And the guy runs away. Maybe I'm wrong, but that fellow's either scared of New York or just plain crazy. Hello, there's a road sign. Good, I'm on the right road. Great Scott, Broadway's in shambles and deserted. Uh-oh, here comes a police car. Screech, screech, wee. Okay, bud, outside. You want to check your credentials. Make it snappy. Credentials? Yeah, since New York is under martial law, all out-of-town cars must be registered. Yours just ain't. Now, what's your name? Johnson warned me not to reveal my real identity. Hammond. Jim Hammond. What goes on here, Clancy? Who the? Oh, it's you and Inspector Race. He didn't register his car. You know you're the orders. Arrest him. Look! From around the corner, a strange green shape seemingly floats swiftly towards the trio. Run, you sap, or it'll get you. That's one of the green flames. If he only knew I'm the Human Torch. Why, I'm not scared of fire. Whirling, the Human Torch cups his hands to his mouth. A long, weird yell echoes through the deserted Broadway. But as the green menace keeps moving, the torch prepares to meet his oncoming foe. If he was a real flame, that yell should extinguish it. But I'll know soon what you really are. Then what baffled scientists throughout the world suddenly came to life as the self-imposed orders flashed to the torch's brain. Instantly, his entire body is a massive flame. It's ice cold, a frigid flame. Even the goblin-like figure trembled as the torch, split seconds later, crashes full force into his midsection. All you need, my monstrous friend, is a little heat, and here it is. As the iced man goes limp, the torch lets the now charred body slump to the pavement. That thing! It killed one of our brothers. Could it be? The Human Torch? Quick, back to the maniac's house. He must know of this. Faster, fool. That fireman is looking kind of queer at our car. I could have sworn that the green flame came from that car. I'm going to. But as the torch starts to give chase. Look, on the ground, a green man. Who's the red one? Where's that fellow Jim Hammond? Probably murdered by that flaming person. Get him. Too late. The car made good its getaway. Well, why do you share? So, I'm the Human Torch, and I'm the King of England. The police then opened fire with tracer bullet-filled machine guns. Well, I mean, obviously he's the Human Torch. He's not green. And he's like a flaming man. So obviously it's the Human Torch. But, he must be a nut. Get that lunatic Human Torch. The guy's literally on fire. What are you talking about? But the torch swings his arm sideways, and the flaming bullets swerve from their would-be target. The Popeye police stare dumbly as the torch then sends his blazing body soaring over their head like a miniature comet. Well, fellows, now do you believe me when I tell you I'm the Human Torch? Listen, the Torch isn't a killer, yet Jim Hammond, who was here a moment ago, isn't. I think he was murdered. Don't move or I'll blast you. Oh, it's you, Inspector Rice. I warned you, you fool. There. Ha, see, your bullets are melting before they even touch me. Glory be, that flame melted my gun. Maybe he is the Human Torch. The torch then lets loose a streak of flame that crashes into Rice's pistol. He's seeing you, Inspector Rice. And even if he is, I still think he killed Jim Hammond. Then, with comet-like flashes, the torch soars over the city's skyscrapers, and finally plummets into a back alley in the slum district. The street looks deserted enough. Now for Johnson's home. The torch then subdues his blazing body. Ah, here it is. But I wonder, now that the green flame has made a ghost town of New York, what next? Oh well, I hope my friend is home. Hello, Johnson. Torch, you got my message. Come in. You're just in time. What the? Put your gun down, Maisie. He's a friend. Torch, this is Maisie, one of the best undercover women in the business. Sorry about the gun. I thought Maniac was trailing me. Maniac? Who is he? A rat. He calls himself Dr. Maniac, and he is the worst killer he's a killer of the worst type. He has a mania for destruction and death. He is a chemist by trade and also the inventor of the super cold green flame, which can crack concrete with its frost. You've even seen the results of the flame everywhere throughout New York. Yet, yes, I've also met one of the green flames. But what's behind all this? Ransom. Ransom? It doesn't make any sense. Let her continue, Torch. You'll see why. What happened up to now is only a sample. Maniac plans to force the city and state to play. If not, he promises to commit mass murder, first in the slums by spreading the green flame over the buildings. The cold will snap of the walls and dispose of those inside. And then start an attack in the more reserved areas, like Snooty Park Avenue, and he can do it. Good Lord, can't the police help stop it? No, since you've already met a green man. You know how cold their frigid flame is. I've seen men frozen instantly by it. That is why no one but you, Torch, can mete out punishment to these leeches who threaten the greatest metropolis in the world. Wait, oh, the woman didn't say that. Never mind. Anyway. You'll have a free hand, Torch. What do you say? Will you help us? Before the Torch can answer, a news broadcast makes Johnson's eyes pop. Then the strange man claimed he was the Human Torch, but Inspector Rice says he's the murderer of Jim Hammond. What do you say to that, Torch? Do you think I'm a killer? No, but who is Jim Hammond? Me! You see, after I got to the city, I remembered your man had told me to adopt an alias. Why, I don't know. Of course, it all comes back now. Someone started a rumor that you, Torch, was behind the green flame. And when you put on your flame on Hammond vanishes. Now Rice thinks he bumped him off. Ah, that's rich. Meanwhile, across town, in the dingy office of Dr. Maniac. I tell you, Doc, it was the Torch. He killed one of our brothers. And I thought the Human Torch was just a myth. but now he becomes a physical fact. Therefore, fool, order the men together. It's time to strike. Yes, torch or no torch, we'll carry out my threat, which was refused to the letter. Well, on your way. But first prepare the green bath for the men. Okay, I'm going. One by one, Maniac's men, garbed in strange asbestos suits, dip into the green bath, and presently emerge with a glowing green flame. Your orders are to destroy the slum section, and I, your chief, shall watch you. I don't want any slip-ups. Now go. Later, what was that? Crash. Look, it's the green flame. They've started their reign of terror. The devils. They've destroyed 2 buildings. I'm going to make them pay for that. With his body blazing, the torch drops in the center of the green men. Scatter! It's the torch. Oh, no, you don't. And here's a ball of hot flame, rat. That'll warm you up. Help! Suddenly, a police car tears down towards the wrecked buildings. Look, it's the green flame. And that killer, the torch. Want to get him, Reese? Not yet. Let him polish off the green men first. He's the only one who can do it. Help! I can't move! From one of the buildings, a trapped tenant yells desperately for help. Even while Inspector Rice rushes to aid the trapped victim, a ball of flame flashes between his feet and melts away the debris around the man. Are you all right? Yes, thanks to that ball of fire. Hey, Doc. Look who came out of that building. It's Maisie, the double-crosser. Get her, but use a little tact doing it. I don't want the torch on my neck. Hello, Maisie. Don't yell or I'll blast her head off. It's no moving nonchalant. Like it? Like, get it? Oh, it's you. Well, well, we meet again. Now I'm recompensed. That should be recompensated? Recompensed or something. I don't know. For the torch's interference in my little scream. Get in the car. Help, Torch, it's Dr. Maniac. Fool, gag her. That was Maisie's voice. Okay, Maniac, your time is up. And you are going to be sorry. Suddenly, the torch leaps high into the air and soars through space till he is almost directly over Maniac's car, or auto. Made it. Sitting on the motor, the torch's blazing body begins to melt it. Do something, Doc. That guy's melting the motor. I'll fix him so you'll never bother anyone. But Maisie, not knowing the lead pellet would melt before it reaches the torch, grasps Maniac's gun hand, who in turn leaves go of the wheel. Attracted by the commotion, the torch whirls about just as the car swerves wildly onto the sidewalk and crashes into a fire hydrant. A geyser of water shoots up full force into the torch and begins to smolder its flame. Maybe it's a good thing you started to struggle, Maisie. Look at the torch. He can't take water. While the torch combats the water, Maniac drags Maisie in an effort to lose the flaming man. Then, you better stop, Maniac. Oh no? Unless you start moving in the opposite direction, I'll blast her brains out. It won't be necessary. I'll do as you say. But suddenly, the torch whirls and sends a ball of flame that curves around Maisie, crashing into Maniac before he can pull the trigger. Coughing and swearing, Maniac goes down blazing. There's the torch. At that moment, Johnson, trailed by Inspector Rice, round the corner. And here Rice is the man to blame for the green flame. You'll find him quite alive, so get the cuffs on him. Now, Torch, you're under arrest for the murder of Jim Hammond. Don't run. You'll only make it tougher on yourself. So you still think I did away with Jim Hammond? Ha, watch. Rice's eyes pop as the torch subdues the flame. I might have known you were Hammond. I'm sorry that I even thought you a murderer. Forget it, Rice. Next month, another complete Human Torch picture action story. So yeah, I find these Human Torch comics are really wordy. I get stumbled in my words a lot, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they're very wordy comics. I think I got a comment once said that it was a wordy comic. And yeah, it is. There's a lot of text. But it's like reading a novel, sort of. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to, you could like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to. If you want me to read a specific comic, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll only read one, or no, I'll only read like one specific comic. That's what because I want to read the Golden Age up to, I want to go chronologically. I will read a comic, just like a specific comic, just not like a series. I can't do that. Unless it's like a mini series, it's like separate from like main continuity or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I want to like go in order. It's hard to explain, but anyway, I'll see you guys later.